Hey there, sacred flowers. Welcome to a yin practice designed to open our hearts, to connect us into that compassionate vibration so that we may just dissolve any barriers blocking our ability to just express pure unconditional love and compassion from our heart space. So yin practice, we will need 2 blocks for this practice. So if you haven't gotten those yet, feel free to pause this, grab 2 blocks, 2 books, 2 something to support your space. Could be a few pillows. And then come to a comfortable seated position. Allow your eyes to softly close. Give your body a little shake, a little wiggle if you need. And then find that seated spot. Let your hands be wherever they'd like. They can be in Hridaya Mudra. Index fingers roll in, connect with middle, and ring. Now let's take a breath together. Exhale out all your current air. And together, let's take a deep breath in. Open mouth, let it go. One more deep breath in. Let it go. Resting your awareness on your breath. Turning your attention inward. Watch the air flowing in and out of your body. Notice the qualities of the inhales. Tune in to the sensations of the exhales. Breathing 3-dimensionally, expanding in all directions. Feel your lungs expand, the ribs expand. Feel the hips, the tailbone connected into the earth. And draw your awareness now into your heart space, into your Anahata Chakra. Embrace this elegant emerald energy of elegance, of empathy, of compassion. Listen to your heartbeat. Feel into your pulse. Our hearts are such powerful spaces, so notice for a few moments what's in your heart. How does your heart feel in this moment? Just sit with the feelings, the emotions, whatever it is that are presenting themselves to you for 5 more breaths. And then inhale, send the arms up towards the sky, stretching it out. And then we will be moving into Anahatasana. So you'll take both of your blocks You're going to bring them so that they're about shoulder, hip wrist distance apart. Come to tabletop position. Take a couple cat-cows. Feel into that spine. And then from here, we are going to bring our elbows to the tops of the blocks. You want to walk them forward so that they're on the front edge of the block. And then you're going to sit the hips back. You want your knees under your hips, so you may need to shimmy the knees on back. And you allow your forehead to come to the mat as you open up your shoulder blades here. Now you may continuously need to be adjusting your knees. And you know, if that's a little much for you, you're also welcome to bring a pillow in between those blocks and rest your pillow, maybe a smaller pillow, but you're also welcome to rest there. But find that juicy spot and close your eyes and just breathe. Breathing so deeply as to expand into the spine, the back of the heart. Keep the palms pushing into each other, the arms active. Surrender through the heart space. Deep, long breaths. Just notice where you feel the most tightness, the most stretch. And continue to breathe deeply. Just noticing and allowing whatever it is that rises up. The stillness in this yin practice allows us to work within the space of our connective tissues, with our fascia. So often, we are able to notice our emotional and mental response to this physical edge of discomfort, perhaps, of just newness, of stillness. So without judging, without analyzing, for 5 more breaths, just notice how your mind, how your emotions are showing up in this posture. Continually softening the heart. 2 more breaths. And then take your time. Walk your way back up to tabletop position. Take a couple cat-cows if you'd like. And we're going to move into a child's pose, a balasana. So you're welcome to also take this and is supported with the blocks. It'll actually help deepen. So first of all, balasana, the typical normal one, if you'd like, your knees can open wide. You can also keep your knees in close to you as you walk your arms forward. If you'd like, you can bring a block out, prop your arms up on it so it gets a little bit deeper into your shoulders. Find the space that suits you. And we're here for 3 minutes, you guys, to just breathe. Softening the hips back and down. Feeling the length in the spine. Roll your forehead out on the mat if it feels good. Stimulate that third eye center. Connect your intuitive self with your heart space. Breathe deeply to the space behind the heart. Remain connected with your breath, watching as it flows in and out, washing up and down the spine, over the hips, cleansing and clearing energy. Breathing all the way down into the hips. Final few breaths. And then take your time, come on up, tabletop position, all fours. Take some cats, take some cows, flush the spine. A sacred movement here. And then come on over to your tush, grab your blocks. We are going to move into a supported Baddha Konasana. So this block is going to come up to the back of your shoulders. So you want it kind of on the medium, the length of it, right? And then this tall one is going to support the head. So you want it on its tallest to be able to support it. So set those up approximately how they're going to be. Soles of your feet come into touch. Knees open wide just to get that Baddha Konasana. If you need to shake those hips out a little bit, please do. And then you're slowly going to move back. So adjust to kind of work where you're going to lay back onto that block. So it's getting the shoulders, and then adjust that top block so that it supports your head. Maybe at an angle of some sort. The arms open wide. Take a few deep breaths to open up the collarbones, to lift through the sternum. Feeling each exhale relax you just a little bit more. To help you soften just a little bit more. Just noticing and allowing. If you find that you need just a little bit more height, you're also welcome to find one more higher. So feeling into your spine, into your shoulders, just to create that space. So here is what one higher would look like if you need a little bit more. Allowing this to be completely passive, feeling gravity's presence weave its magic throughout your body as it helps you just relax a little bit more. Noticing how your heart feels. Tuning into that vibration of compassion. Letting that permeate your entire being. Few more final breaths. Taking your time, curling over to one side, pushing yourself up, going to move into a supported Matsyana, supported fish posture. So it's going to be a little different because in fish posture, our head is actually below our heart, so different than what we just did. So this one, this head block is most likely going to be on its lowest area. And this larger block is going to come, this time it's going to come slightly below our shoulder. So it's going to get this ridge, this part in our back, almost where our bra line would be. So find that. The legs will be straight. So depending on how you'd like to move into it, you can move into it first with bent legs and then straighten them. But find that spot. Maybe it's a shorty that we begin with. Medium. There it is. And just allow the head to come back. Legs straight. Just notice how the spine feels. If you have great sizes on the blocks, great locations in them. And close your eyes and just breathe. This beautiful Matsyana posture, this fish posture, integrates the energy between our Anahata Chakra and our Vishuddha Chakra. You can feel a throat opening here. And so it joins these two chakras in a way that allow us to compassionately choose language as a sacred practice, to choose our words wisely through the heart space, with the intention of love and compassion. So if you'd like, follow your inhales and exhales between the heart and the throat, that gentle passageway between these two chakras. You can inhale deeply into the heart, following that energy. Exhale, feeling it flow through the throat. Inhaling through the throat, filling the heart. Exhale, flowing from the heart through the throat. Just knowing and allowing whatever's arising. Just noticing it without judgment, without analyzing, but through that lens of a compassionate heart, the sacred Hridayam. If you've gotten lost on a thought trip, draw your awareness back to your breath, to your heartbeat, to this form that you're in right now. Commit to deep three-dimensional breathing. Final few breaths. If you'd like, you can bring your arms up over your head to intensify and enhance this space with the final 5 breaths we're here. Hands can be straight, they can be folded, opposite elbow, opposite hand above your head. And then take your time, roll on over to the left side of your body. Move one of your blocks out of your way. Keep the other one. We are going to lay down into a supported bridge here. So lay down on your back. Let's just take a Shavasana. Wiggle out the legs a little bit. Let the spine neutralize. And then so for our bridge, your gaze is going to want to stay straight on up. So if you're not certain about this posture, feel free to look up here and then move into it on your own. But you're going to take this block and it's going to go underneath the sacrum, the triangular bone at the base of your spine. Not on one of your vertebrae, you guys. Keep that safe. So find that bone like at the top of like that pubicle. And feet are hip distance apart. So this could be delicious. And find this spot. If you'd like to go a little deeper, you just start to play with the block until you find the height that works best for you. Here are the 3 different heights. And then once you have found that, you are welcome to either keep the legs bent or you're welcome to start to straighten them. Your choice. Find either bent legs, straight legs, and breathe. Just being very mindful of our spine, the sensations, its language, what it's telling us about where we are, our edges, and honoring how our back body is showing up. For it is in this back body that we can also open the front line of our bodies, opening our heart energy. This one's connecting the Manipura and the Anahata, right? Our powerhouse, our willpower, our devotion, how we transform in the world with our heart to integrate compassionate action. Take deep breaths. Again, just noticing how the mind, how the emotional, even the physical self responds to being in various forms, especially for the longer duration of the yin practice. Feeling each breath, staying present for every moment that we're here. A few final breaths. And then taking your time, removing that block, allowing each vertebral body to come down, to kiss the earth one at a time. Your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug, maybe rock left, rock right. And then rock and roll over onto your belly. And we're going to move into a Sphinx posture. So in Sphinx posture, our arms come out at an 11. If you'd like, you can hold the block. It can help keep our arms kind of activated. We are isometrically pushing down into the earth with our forearms and hugging back. Pushing down into the earth is going to give us some lift in our torso and help us draw our earlobes away from our shoulders. Hugging back helps us open the shoulders to open the heart. So find your spot, squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. If you'd like, you can look left, look right. Just check in with the neck, the cervical spine. Breathing so deeply. Feeling the opening of the front line of the body, the strengthening of the back. If you find that you've lost some of that strength and you've started to dip down, re-engage, push and open up through the heart. Feel it as if it's a beam of compassionate energy radiating out from your heart space. If you'd like, you're welcome to imagine somebody who you're pouring this compassion over. Somebody who you love, who needs that energy. Someone who's struggling, so maybe you need that energy. Gaze can be at the third eye if you'd like. 5 more breaths. And taking one final breath in. Slowly release. Come on back on over to your backs. Bring your feet mat distance apart. And allow both knees to fall over to the right. Drawing them back up to center and dropping them over to the left. Finding these gentle windshield wiper movements. Your own pace. Just a few rounds of them to help reset, neutralize the spine, nourish the hips. Encourage anything that's been kind of broken up, encourage it to flow and be released. Let's do 2 more rounds. Now when you're ready, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a great big hug in. Then find a happy baby. Collect the soles of the feet, insides, outsides. Maybe we're holding on to the ankles, the shins. Find a spot. And feel free to rock and roll back and forth. And straighten through the legs. Take a few deep breaths. Again, knees into your chest. Give yourself a great big hug in. And allow both knees to fall over to the left, finding a twist. You can actually move those hips over if that's helpful. Arms are out at a T, right shoulder is grounded. If you'd like, you can help hold these knees like in Utkatasana, where our knees are nice and parallel, wanting to maintain that alignment. So you can have your left hand hold onto the outside of your right knee, right thigh, as your right shoulder grounds to the earth. Perhaps the gaze comes over the right shoulder. Allowing this twist to ride all the way up the spine, opening into our heart space, our right shoulder, our right collarbone. Just noticing your breath. 5 more. And when you're ready, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a great big hug in. And allow both knees to fall over to the right now. Again, so you want that alignment, so set that up so that your knees are aligned. And then left hand lifts up and over, left shoulder rooted on the earth. Again, just feeling into the twist, making and allowing any adjustments as you need. And closing your eyes and just breathing. Just noticing the entire breath. Weaving your awareness with your breath so that you flow throughout your entire body. Softening the left collarbone, the left shoulder, bicep, tricep, elbow. 5 deep breaths. And as you're ready, come back up to center. Give yourself a great big hug in, squeezing it all in. And then releasing into your final Shavasana. Take up as much space as you need. Maybe lie on a pillow, grab a blanket. Give your body one final wiggle, shake to allow any adjustments that need to happen so that we can move into this practice of stillness. And then just allow the breath to guide you as we begin to absorb this practice of yin all the way down into our cellular memories that dwell in our tendons, our connective tissue, our fascia, creating new communication pathways to signal these sensations and memories that are now imprinted in our subconscious. Relaxing into all of the absorbing of your practice. Remaining in this stillness, take a moment to just become aware of awareness. To notice what it is that you are aware of. And let's reunite in this space together. Exhale out all your current air. Together, let's take a deep breath in. Let deep breath in. Oh, let it out. Beginning to wiggle the fingers, the toes, roll out the wrists, the ankles. When you're ready, send the arms up over the head. Get a nice long stretch in and rolling over to one side or the other. Take your time. Slowly rejoin me in a comfortable seated position in your space. Moving into a gentle kumbhaka breath. And you can choose numbers if you've been working with it, a ratio that works for you. Choosing one for a little bit more calm, so a longer exhale. So we'll inhale for 6, hold for 4, exhale for 8, hold for 4, inhale 6. So we'll carry that path. I'll guide the first few, and then it'll be your breath pace as you're ready. So cleansing breath first. Exhale out all your current air. Together, a deep breath in. Now, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue your own pace. Staying tuned to the breath, just noticing how it feels. Occupying the mind by keeping count, a few more rounds. Returning to a natural breath, completing the cycle that you're on. And then completing the cycle that you're on, returning to a natural breath. And bringing our hands to our heart, sealing in our practice with a self-made sound of Om. Exhale out all your current air. Together, let's take a deep breath in. Cleanse it out. The single Om breath in. So much joy and honor. Namaste.